Alright guys, real quickly, I'm going to show you how I wrap these handles. They're not hard to wrap. This is number 12 bank line. We're just going to put about 2 inches on the bottom there. You're going to come around. The thing is you want to keep everything really tight. So as we go, we're just going to make sure that everything's pushed up tight with each wrap. So I'm just going to do a single wrap. So we're just going to do a single wrap, and we're going to go down. We're going to keep everything tight as I go, pushing with my thumb. And this has a textured knurled texture on that handle. It works really, it really sticks to that cord. This is, like I said, this is number 12. This is the perfect size for a hollow handle, wrapping the hollow handle survival knives. Just keep everything tight as you go. That's all there is to it. And let's get to the end of this and I'll show you how we finish this off. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going and keep everything tight. So the key is, as we're going through here, is to just use your thumb, and as you go along, just keep it really pushed up tight. And that's just, it's just slow and meticulous, but it's going to take you a little while. Just don't, you don't want to get in a hurry. And just keep everything pushed up, nice and snug. And we're going to continue wrapping this. And we'll see you at the end, and we'll go ahead and finish it off, and I'll show you kind of what I do. Okay guys, about a ½ inch back before I ended, I took some barge adhesive sticky glue, took a little ear cleaner, put a little layer around that, the last ½ inch, and we wrapped that tight, continue to wrap, and then I put a little this ruler on there, let it weight down. We're going to let that just dry for a little bit, and then we'll tie this off. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and finish this off at the end. I'm going to show you what I do. Just cut you a little bit long, have you some overage here to work with. So we've let it set a little while. If you ever get tired of this, this is like the original forest green, Rambo, Jimmy Lyle color, the original Rambo. You can get any kind of color paracord you want. I found number 12 bank line, to me, just looks the closest size to the original. So let's continue here and we'll just get this end tied off. Alright guys, right here at the very end, you see I've got a little bit of the handle showing. We're going to take a little bit of the glue. You can use pretty much anything that's going to dry clear. So I'm going to put just a little bit of that glue around on that metal, and then we're going to come on around a couple of times. Right there. Now let's end it right there. Okay, I'm going to just pull this little end piece up, see if I can get a hold of it. There we go. Go right underneath. Let's pull this tight, and let's just keep everything kind of pushed up. Now we're going to pull that tight. Let's just let that dry for a little bit. Make sure that's everything's snug. There we go. Okay. Let's pull that tight. Okay, let's let that dry for a little bit, and then we're going to come back. We're just cut this and melt it, the very tip. Okay, so now we had that little bit of layer of glue that's underneath the cordage there. It's dried. So we're going to go ahead and cut this right at the end there, about a 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit less. Let's cut it there. Then we're going to kind of pull this little tip up. We're going to just do a little melt, and then I'm going to take this cold. This is cold on the scissors. This metal's cold. So we're going to melt this very tip in. See how it went? We're going to blow it out real quick, and then we're going to push down right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let's take this cap, throttle cap off. So see, you want to be back from your end just a little bit. You want just a little bit, ever so slight amount of metal showing right there. So now we're going to take a little bit of the barge glue, a little bit of the adhesive, and we're just going to run a little bit with that ear cleaner. Let me show you here. Let's take a little tab, a little dab will do you. And we're just going to ever so slightly just put a little bit of that glue right along in those little crevices there. So that's going to seal that off, okay guys? And that way that's going to dry and you don't have to worry about this unraveling on you. It just seals it off really nice. So we're going to let that dry, and we'll be squared away there. It's going to be good to go. Just put your cap back on, and that's all there is to it. Alright guys, I looked like there was a few little scratches on the blade, but it was just some dirt and lint on there. I wanted to clean that off so you guys can see the blade a little bit better. But in the morning I've got to still continue to let this set here. Look how perfectly centered it is, and I got that little bit of canter, that really nice canter look that it's slightly cantered this way. It's just perfect. Came out just outstanding. And in the morning I'm going to continue. I got to polish up the blade a little bit more and do some fit and finish on the guard as well. But these are straight razor sharp. Amazing knife. I love that grind that I do. It's what I call an aggressive Scandi hollow grind. This one is a 7 3/4 inch blade, the model 23 Storm 80 CRV2 stainless steel. So I'm going to continue to let this cure. We've got a nice wrapped handle. Got to do a little bit more fit and finish and polishing in the morning before it goes out. Got to create a cardboard shroud to protect the blade, and we'll get this packaged. This is going out to a gentleman in Europe, so just came out gorgeous.